y'all. So today I am going to do the ultimate showdown for barbecue ribs, and that is the Ninja Woodfire Grill. We're going to smoke some baby backs versus the Instant Pot baby back ribs. So this is a showdown that my family likes to have quite often. Half the family prefers it in the Instant Pot, the other half the family prefers it in the Ninja Woodfire, and it is so much fun to do this game. So what we've done is I've bought 2 racks of pork baby back ribs with minimal amount of fat, just because I don't like a lot of fat on my meat. And to prepare them both, I have taken the dry rub recipe that I shared in how to smoke a brisket video, and I've put that on both of them 30 to 60 minutes prior to starting the cook time. So once that rub has mingled all over the top and the bottom and the sides of the ribs, then you want to get them ready to cook. So I took my roasting pan for the Ninja Woodfire Grill and I lined it with aluminum foil just for easy cleanup, and then I put my rack in it. Now you want to cut your rack of ribs in half just because it's kind of a small roasting pan, and then these are ready to go into the Ninja Woodfire. So we are going to put them in at 250, which is the smoker setting, and the smoke pellets that I'm using are the hickory and oak pellets that you can get from Walmart or Home Depot or various places, I'm sure. And you want to replace these every hour or so as you cook it. So when you put on the smoker setting, it will automatically say 7 hours. You don't need 7 hours for 1 rack of ribs. You only need about 1.5 to 2.5 hours at that time until it reaches between 190 and 203 internally. So what I've done is I have it on 250. I took the time to 2.5 hours, but I'm gonna start watching it at the 1.5 hour mark. And then you just simply have to push start, and then we're gonna leave it alone, not touch it, so that smoke can be infused in it. And I'll just check it every once in a while. If you watch the video on how to smoke a brisket, you know that I like to take a mop sauce and put that on my brisket. I do not do that on these ribs, but I've included that dry rub recipe and I've used the same one in this one. Now, I am going to take my full rack that I have not sliced in half, and this one is going to be used in the Instant Pot. So to do that, you take the insert for your Instant Pot and take 64 ounces of pineapple juice, or apple juice is also really wonderful. Those are the only 2 that I've tried. And then you're gonna do a cup of apple cider vinegar and a 1/4 cup of liquid smoke. This is just so divine. I really recommend using that. And then you are going to put in your entire rack of ribs, nice and whole like that. Now I've done it before where I put 2 racks of ribs in there, and you just need more liquid. So double the size of your juice, or just fill it with water past that juice until it comes to the very top of those ribs. And then you're going to put it in your Instant Pot for between 25 and 30 minutes. So the longer you cook it, the more tender it is. And by the way, that is the biggest difference between these 2 cooking styles. So the Ninja Woodfire Grill makes for a smokier bone, but it's also chewier. So there's a bite when you go into it. But the Instant Pot ribs fall off the bone. They're so incredibly tender. And actually when I cook them at 30 minutes, it's hard to get the ribs out of the pot because they just fall off the bone, which tastes amazing but doesn't look all that great. So I like to go to the 25-minute mark just so I can get that rack out of it, dry them off with paper towels, and then put it in my broiler with some sauce on it for just a few minutes until it's nice and golden. So I'll share with you how I do this.